Hello friends, this is Chinmay here and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing on the proposed revision of GST, and in this video we will discuss what is the reason behind and why does the government needs to take steps in order to revise the GST, and who are those community or which community is going to get benefit out of this. Besides this, we will be discussing more on the super tax. The super tax or the sin tax, which is around 40% slab, and that too it is not being clear. There are groups, from the Council of GST Council, they are also ready to go beyond 40% tax slab. So we will discuss more on that also. And the first thing, why has the government has taken decision in order to revise the GST? The GST was implemented in July 2017, and since then what has happened actually in the earlier GST, what is currently going on, there are 5 slabs: 0%, that means nil tax; 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28%. So in order to streamline all these slabs, government has decided, the proposal has been taken forward, that to have only two slabs. One is 5%, another is 18%, and the rest slabs will be abolished. Apart from this, they are going to have another 40% tax slabs, and that is particularly on the items which are very supposed to be rich sections, rich items. That means luxury cars. And the most important fact is this 40% tax will be imposed on online gaming and betting, this fantasy sports and all, and packaged snacks such as these Haldiram's kind of things, and this pan masala, tobacco, sugary drinks like Coca-Cola and Sprite, or this Kampa, which is right now has been launched. So the most important part is what is the purpose, and why do we need to revise the GST? The most important part is inverted duty structure. What is this inverted duty structure, which may sound little bit difficult, but that is not that difficult. This means, suppose I am giving an example. You are going to produce a product, a finished product. For that you need some raw material. That raw material will be taxed more. That means when you are going to purchase that raw material, you are going to give more tax. However, while finishing the product, after properly completing that manufacturing process and taking out the product, when you are selling that product, you are going to collect, or that product will be less tax. That means suppose you are buying 10% tax, the raw material you are buying on by giving 10% tax, and while selling the finished product, you are giving 5% tax. So in the way, gradually you are accumulating this input tax. So that causes imbalance, and governments over the time takes different several steps in order to claim, in order to settle this input tax. That we call it input tax credit. The businessmen sometimes they do raise they do claim this input tax. So the major factor is to streamline this inverted tax structure. What I call, you are you giving huge tax. You are buying the raw material by giving huge tax, but while selling the finished product, you are giving by less tax. For example, there are several areas. For example, in the textile, you are buying fabrics, in the clothes fabrics, by paying higher tax. While selling the garments, you are collecting less tax. Similarly, footwear, while purchasing raw material, leathers, or the material required for to make footwears, will be higher taxed. Whereas selling the finished the shoes, you are going to give less. The amount will be very less. The tax will be less. Similarly, edible oil also. So these are the area where government is in trouble. I mean the businessman is in trouble. So that is the part the government has decided to revise the things. Apart from this, there will be only 2 tax slabs, not 5 tax slabs earlier, which is currently going on. But the proposal is that to have 5% and 18%. Most of the 99% of the items, like daily used items, will be coming under 5% tax slabs, and others will be coming under 18%. And most of the things that I call as a sin tax or the super tax will be coming under 40%. But that 40% is not, is not the exact value. The government or the council, the GST council, may go beyond that, which has been several times reported that the council may think beyond 40% tax on these products. As I said, pan masala, luxury cars, but luxury cars could have been exempted because middle class think of buying big SUVs, but that is a kind of bad news. Anyway, the mid SUVs, mid class SUVs such as these those SUVs were coming around 20 to 30 lakhs, they are going to be get relaxed. So this is the way the GST has been reintroduced. It will be the GST council is going to take decision in September. So this is all about today's video. So how do you think? How do you assess this video? Please do comment. Thank you.